Venus, then I.
Yes. Before any Q&A, we'll play the video.
इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा, ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Thank you, Sanjeev. Good afternoon, everyone, and a very happy Sunday. This is the BOOC edition, Business Opportunity Charcha Over Chai Sunday edition. And this show has been bringing in new opportunities every day, same time, from last 3.5 years. And today we are going to be sharing with you an opportunity which is from South Africa, a brand which has been there in the industry for over 30 plus years in 17 plus countries. And we will be presenting to that opportunity as a master partner. Now, before I bring in Mr. Gaurav Maria, who's our chairman and founder, let me first introduce myself. I'm Venus Barak. I'm the CEO of Fran Global. We are an international market entry firm, and we are very happy to partner with Barcelos. And Barcelos, again, we are looking for partners and people who want to connect with best brands in the world, but still cannot, let's say, take a mandate for at a country level or a regional level. But you are an entrepreneur or a business family looking to build a business with best brands. I think Barcelos is in that corner. And today we are going to take you through the history of the brand, our history with the brand, and what we really want to do with Barcelos in India. So on that point, I think before I bring Gaurav in, let us play a video which will give you a sense on what the brand is about. Sanjeev, can I ask you to please play the video?
Would captivate the world. The tantalizing taste of peri-peri. This is the essence of Barcelos. A family-run legacy that has grown into a global sensation. with 140 stores across 14 countries, from Canada to Brazil, the UK, Jordan, and throughout the continent of Africa. Founded in Pretoria, South Africa, 30 years ago by Costa Mazis, and now championed by the next generation, Jared Mazis. Barcelos is a testament to family dedication, excellence, and innovation. For those seeking to venture into the restaurant realm, the challenges are many. Maintaining consistency, scaling operations, and delivering a unique experience. Barcelos offers the solution. India has tasted the Barcelos magic before, and we're returning stronger and more flavorful than ever. With a smaller, fast, casual format, so as to reduce our setup costs and overheads, and therefore increase the ROI, Barcelos has plans to expand to many more outlets and grow into a household name. Using state-of-the-art kitchen systems, we ensure that every dish, in every outlet, consistently meets an excellent standard. Our new model is designed for scalability, backed by comprehensive support. From initial store setup advice to a comprehensive store management operations manual. From a training video library to a store management application, Barcelos will be your guide along your restaurant journey. Imagine being part of this global success story, bringing the unique Barcelos Peri Peri experience to new horizons, all while being rooted in a rich family legacy. This is more than an opportunity. It's an invitation to craft a legacy of flavor, innovation, and unmatched success. Join our journey.
Thank you, Sanjeev. I welcome you, Gaurav. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Venus. Thank you for hosting this webinar. Friends, I'm Gaurav Maria. I'm the chairman of Franchise India Group. So Franchise India has been last 26 years trying to bring in a lot of global brands to this market. We've been very successful. Venus particularly have been working on under Fran Global as CEO, working on bringing global brands. And this is just not picking up any brand and trying to bring to India. We put a lot of research behind which brands would do well in India, both their product performance and also their business performance. And that's very, very important. And so we are very proud that we've done about 470 market entries, and apart from our domestic business, what we do. So I'll tell you a little story about Barcelos, how it happened. Barcelos, the first time when they came to India, they opened up in Khan Market, and it was a very, very successful launch. Hugely successful launch. And then they were also in Chandigarh. The store opened up in Alante, which is a top mall, and malls don't approve opportunities unless and until they are very convinced on that. Stores were doing extremely well. And then COVID, the company decided that the model which we came to India is not very scalable, because it had the full service restaurant with a bar and with everything else. So it became more a diner. And globally, their business is fast casual. Fast casual is a little stage ahead of KFC, where you don't have to pick up your food. Food still comes to your table, but it is fast casual, and it can turn around much better. So as a strategy, company is now looking to enter India through a different model, which is more fast casual, much scalable, much larger vision than opening up 10, 15 stores. So they were positioned, if you are trying to understand a comparative, they were positioned as Chili's in India. Now we want to be something which is a little ahead of KFC, and from a product offering, from a service viewpoint, but from a similar price points and structure, which makes it extremely, extremely scalable opportunity. We're looking for 200 odd stores to be done over 5 years. And we are inviting like-minded partners who would become area developers. Because this business needs deeper penetration, say a city like a Delhi would have maybe 20 Barcelos. And that's kind of an opportunity we're looking at. So this is an invitation for area developers, people who are looking to start an area developer role. And it is not with people who have mindset of opening up a unit. let me be clear, because unit as a more operator mindset, you just have one store or a couple of store mindset. As an area developer, it takes much more. It takes you to carefully plan your first store, where you want to open up the first store, because that's going to be your training and anchor store and has to do well. And second, you would start working on managing the supply chain, managing your local store marketing, managing training for your future franchisees, which would come under you, and also a lot of other support functions which you need to provide to your franchisee. So what is area franchise? Area franchise means that you would have rights for a territory. It can be a territory which would have minimum of 20 store opportunity, minimum of 20 store opportunity. And once you get the territory, you will open up your first pilot. And once you open up the first pilot, the company, both in South Africa head office and India head office, would work with you to get your pilot right. From your store design, from your training of people, from getting your supply chain right, your vendors, suppliers, everything. And they're all world-class suppliers structure available. There are about 8 different sauces which runs with the Peri Peri product line, which is the highlight of this. It's a proprietary sauces which comes with the original grilled flame chicken. So, and chicken is loved by Indians. So India across board, it's the most favorite protein which Indians like, and it has a very big consistency and liking on that. And it is because it's grilled chicken, it's much more healthier and much more closer to the palates of Indians. So you have to set up your first store, which would be your anchor store, where you will do a lot of training. And we need to stabilize that store. We need to stabilize that store. We need to make sure that the store is doing well. It has a positive PL, and it also is making money for you. And when you think about opening up as an area franchise, you have to think 2 businesses coming together. One, how you develop your territory, and how you run your own store. Your own store would do its own PL. So which means that the store investment would be about 75 lakh rupees if you don't include bar, which we don't recommend unless and until you are in a state where licenses are cheaper and you can run, like Maharashtra is cheaper, Goa is cheaper, Chandigarh is cheaper. So these are the markets where you can integrate bar, largely beer and wine, because that can complement and take the APCs up. But most of the other locations, we don't recommend having a bar. We want to have purely fast casual business model. So if you do a fast casual business model, it will cost you, without liquor licenses and everything, about 75 lakh rupees. That becomes your one investment. And that investment would pay off by itself in anything from, say, 30 months to 36 months, and which would pay off for itself. So that becomes your one investment which needs to be done. Second business is where you acquire the territorial rights. You acquire territorial rights for the business. Can we put the screen down? Yeah. So let me explain, and then you can run Venus in detail with this. So do you acquire a territorial rights? The territorial rights would give you rights to sub-franchise further. So which means that if you start with your own store, you have another 19 stores to sub-franchise under your location. Your responsibility would be selection of franchise, while Franchise India would work with you, because Franchise India is the largest franchise development company, and we have a lot of platforms to help you get unit franchise. Rather, we have so many applications right now available for Barcelos for a unit franchise, but we are first selecting the area developers because we need to really have the anchors right first. But we will fill in a lot of inquiries of people who want to really start an independent unit franchise. And it can be a unit franchise. It can be also a multi-unit franchise, which means somebody comes and say, look, I would like to do 5 stores under you. So you will say you start with Delhi NCR, then you would divide the city into 20 sites, which you want to do that. And these locations would be allocated to sub-franchisees, whosoever comes in. And if it gets qualified, every sub-franchise would be qualified at 2 levels, one at your level as an area developer, and second as a master franchise level, which we will qualify. So once we have qualified, then you will support them in terms of the training, their site fit outs, and all the supply chain. Complete supply chain would go through you. When you acquire territorial rights, you get 3 levels of incomes. One, you get a share of the franchise fee from every single franchise you sell, which is extremely, extremely attractive, that you not only just cover up your territorial fee, but you also cover your store, which you've invested on. So you actually cover up the entire investment just by getting the franchisee on board. But you have to be very careful that you don't give wrong store locations, because eventually this is only one-time business. When you get real businesses, the second incomes you get, which is royalties. So you get share of royalties from all the 20 stores which are going to come to under you perpetually, which means that if you have, say, 3% royalties coming to you perpetually on 20 stores, do your maths, each store is going to do about 20 lakhs to 30 lakhs, the kind of income, and you getting 3% per store for 20 stores over perpetually. That becomes the most attractive income for area developers. Smart area developers build the territories right, and so they're able to get perpetual incomes coming to them. The third income, which is small, but you would also manage the entire supply chain. So entire supply chain, both perishable, non-perishable, store supplies, everything would go from you. So you need to have a dry store where everything can really start going from you. So 3 levels of incomes come to you. One is a franchise fee, share of franchise fees. Second is getting royalties, and third, you're getting this income. But now the big question is, who can qualify to be area developer? A lot of people send application, people are investors, and people, entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, they don't qualify for area developer. Area developer is somebody who has a long-term plan. We see their profile and experience, that they have experience to handle a brand, which is a multinational brand like Barcelos. And that's exactly what the job of Franchise India and Fran Global is, that we really qualify somebody to be right fit. And then only we allocate territory. And at this stage, we have taken a conscious decision that we will only open up 2 areas for the first year, because we don't want to really go out and do this piece, because we need to have the first 2 qualified that I'm seeing people who have some F&B experience or retail experience or anything which can tell us that you're going to be not only looking after the brand and the values of the brand, but also you have ability to manage your network, which means that manage your franchisees under your network. That's the ask for it. So the 2 people on the screen along with me, one is Venus. Venus is leading this brand completely. She has 20 years of experience in franchising, has worked with many global brands. So she's going to be working on the qualifying of the leads. And also we have Rahul Sharma, who is leading the entire franchise expansion for this business. So you need to get in touch with Rahul. Rahul would first seek your application, then organize a call with Venus or me, or we both together. And then we will see and ask you questions about what is your plan? How do you really want to develop the territory? So I would be very clear that even if somebody comes with loads of money, had no experience to really bring on the entire thing, you don't qualify. That's a message from Costa, who's the founder of this business. He's not in rush. He has built this. As you see the video, it tells very clearly it's going from one generation to another generation. It's a generational business, family-run business. They have strong values, and they want to be very clear why they want to do this and do it right. It's a great product. It is top-class product. I can assure you that if it opens up next to any other chicken brand in the country, without naming any brand, you will see people moving into this, because it's such a close to Indian palate. We like peri-peri, we like spices. That's where all that business model really works on. So I would like now pass back to Venus to take lead from here and really take some questions from anybody. You can also share your location on the Q&A box. And Rahul, you share your number also. Maybe Venus, you can also share a number. People can apply in terms of if they're really serious to be part of it. And I'll take your leave from the webinar now. So passing back to you, Venus, to lead this discussion from here. Thank you very much. Thank you and enjoy your Sunday. Thanks.
Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you
us.
so much, sir.
So just share your questions and your feedback and your location and your profile on the Q&A box. So I'll quickly take you through the presentation, and Rahul will take you through some quick financials. Rahul, would you be able to do that? I can share the screen.
Yes, Venus, I will do that.
Okay, so let's start. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, Venus.
Okay, here we go. So I think by now you should already get a sense on what the brand is about, what is our relationship with the brand. I think the video and then comments by Gaurav did make that clear. But I'll quickly take you through the essence of the brand. It has a very rich history. It has a very, very rich background experience, over 30 years old. So I'll take and what the product and what the brand is about. And then we will also take you through a quick financial model. But as Gaurav mentioned, being a master franchisee for Barcelos, we are looking for a business which can sustain itself for not 1 year, 2 years, but for next 20 years, 30 years or more. It's because the category is something which is unquestionable as far as India, an Indian market is concerned. And the product has a history of working for 30 years in over 20 plus countries. And yes, they've had a rich experience in India also. So you cannot discount the learnings they've had for the years they were in India. And I think what we want to do with Barcelos team, with ourselves, and with our future potential partners is to build a business which is based on the rich heritage, the product. The product, of course, is very important, and also a business which creates value. Value creation means where the brand, the master franchisee, who is us, you as an area developer, your own stores, as well as your sub-franchise stores. And of course, in the end, the biggest stakeholder, which is our customer. So I'll take you quickly through it again. This is a live session, so you can ask your questions, share anything under the Q&A box, and we request you for that. Who we are, we already have shared the heritage. So it's a brand which is based. It's a family. It's even after 30 years, it's still a family business. And in fact, the second generation. So Mr. Costa's son, Jared, actually is part of the business now. He's leading it, and great to work with. So even the business background has connection with us. And of course, this is the product, Peri Peri Chicken. By now, I think I would say if I take myself 15 years back, nobody would have heard about Peri Peri Chicken. But then now the Peri Peri flavors, Peri Peri Chicken, Peri Peri sauces, our Peri Peri marination is almost everywhere. So the dish is, and the whole menu is based, the product is based on Peri Peri. Peri Peri, which is it's actually has its roots in Portugal and Africa. And we bring those flavors to you, which kind of really go with the palette of India. And again, as someone who travels and has traveled across the world, when people say spicy food for Indians, it is not just chili. It's an overall profile of flavors, and I think this is what we bring. It's a peri peri flavor, and combined with an overall combination of flavors which works with chicken and our other products as well. So 30-year legacy, 17 countries, and currently they have 138 stores running. In India, we have a fairly ambitious plan to build a business which should be nothing less than 100-store business in next 5 years. And overall, the business is based on the credibility of the family, the team, the product, and of course, the franchise system. That's what we have bought into, and that is what we will bring to you as a potential partner. These are some of the stores. So again, the way the brand is, you can do large format stores also, but I think as Gaurav mentioned, in India, what we really want to do is, I think there's a big opportunity for us, and of course for you as a potential franchise partner, is to actually get the product to as many people as possible. So we are looking for fast casual, mostly where we can bring in all kinds of consumers. So we have young adults, we have people going to offices, colleges, and families. But the brand has enough flexibility and levity that we should be able to do a 4,000 square feet store as well. And we can also do a 1,500 square feet store as well. Really depends upon the location, the city, and of course, what the property is about. So these are some of our values, and these values have sustained the Barcelos brand for over 30 years. And this is with the second generation in the business. That's what the family is, working to implement so that it is good for next 100 years. So Barcelos actually has a very standardized sauces. So they actually manufacture their own sauces, some of their own marinations, and yes, right now we are looking at importing, but at simultaneously we are also working with certain suppliers because of the India being a local produce country. We are the import duties and prices are going to be pushing our food cost. So while we look at importing, but we are also currently working with local vendors who are credible in nature, and we are working with them if we can deliver the same quality and the same taste and the same textures of our sauces, which is a very important part of the business. We of course use them in the cooking and in our dishes, but we also retail them. So this is what the business is about. You can see our product. It's very wholesome. And our offering remains, as mentioned, fast casual restaurants specializing in traditional Portuguese way of serving wholesome flame grilled chicken, prepared authentically, as it was by Portuguese settlers in Africa hundreds of years ago. So a lot of heritage, a lot of history there. It's a very we have a system of marketing which works across platform, and when we work with our area partner, and that's why it is important, because as an area partner you also need to be a good marketer. So like way we have been trained, and we are getting trained by Barcelos marketing team as part of the franchise system, we will do that for you. And as a master, we are also invest the way, like this is to put together a webinar like this is a combination of marketing, people, and many other things. So Barcelos marketing is a proven system, and we are getting trained, and you will also get trained in how to implement the system. And we work together as your master franchise, as a country master franchise, to put together the marketing program for your opening, because that's the first step for us now, and also for developing the sub-franchise and getting your stores first at the break-even point and then profitable. We have a complete detailed system, SOPs, operating procedures, manual, which we are being trained on, and we bring that over to you. And so as soon as there is a clarity on your profile and your interest, you would start seeing the opening, the unpackaging of the franchise system of Barcelos, which we have, of course, which we have bought into and are bringing into India. It's a very detailed plan. So I'm not sure if this is going to be the right platform, but this is pretty expansive in nature. And this involves both the front of the house, back of the house, launching the restaurant, designing the restaurant, and of course, marketing as well.
Venus, I want to add in this marketing. So when someone is taking the area developer, and when we are opening the store, so we will do the local store marketing at the initially. And guys, everyone know, when someone is opening the store, the minimum kilometer of radius is 5 kilometers or maybe a 7 kilometers where the peoples are coming. So we will take care of the launch activity and it is a geoscientific, so that we can create a buzz in the market. This store is opening and it's an international brand, 30 years of legacy with a flame chicken, because everyone is becoming a health conscious. So if someone wants to eat, I want to just take a oily chicken, or if I want to eat some grilled chicken, that will play very important role. So the marketing activity for national marketing, we will support you in the local store at the time of launch. The brand will take care, and we will do all the activity which make a buzz in the local region or as well as in your particular city.
That's one part. And healthy does not mean it has to be, it has to have lack of flavors. So the product, of course, as you mentioned, Rahul, is not oiled. It is flame grilled. So it is healthy, but yes, the taste and flavors. So I would prefer this over fried chicken, and I love fried chicken. And again, it's not just full chicken. We are doing burgers. So it's a full menu you can do. From a marketing standpoint, there's a marketing which happens at international level, country level, and of course we'll work with you on the launch. And on an ongoing basis, the whatever sales you are doing in the store, they will be contributed. There will be a percentage of gross sales which will be contributed by yourself in the local marketing, and of course we work with you on that. So that's Rahul, have you shared your number?
Yes, Minas.
Are there any questions, Rahul? I cannot see.
No, they're not right now. It might be after.
You want me to pull over the financial model?
Yeah, financials. Yeah, you want to do financials.
Give me a second. So these are unit financials.
Yes.
So you
guys,
want to take them through, Rahul?
Yeah. Yes, Vinas. So guys, when someone is investing in money, so there will be a 3 parameter which play a very important role. First is called as the franchisee fees. What is the franchisee fees? If you are just taking, because as we are giving an area developer or a territory price, the franchisee fees will be varies as per the region. Now, if someone wants to open a single store, so they have to first pay the franchisee fees, and that the franchisee fees will be splitted because someone is taking in a territory rate, we can give us some percentage, which is the fixed component. The second fixed component is always the design and the training part. The design and the training cost is fixed. We will take care of the training, which is a free of cost, and we will take care of the hiring and the training of the staff. So if I want to start in 800 to 1200 square feet, so I required around 8 to 9 members. That 8 to 9 member have a different but out of 8 to 9 members, 2 are the man chef who will just make the food or the dishes, and the other are maybe a cutter or the cleaning guy, or maybe the guy who will take the order. So now this after that there will be a fit out cost, because I said 800 to 1200. So fit out cost will always vary. That include your furniture, interior, considering a 2500 or maybe a 3000 rupees per square feet cost. So that will be varied around 25 to 30 lakh rupees. So what we can do, if you have your own vendor, you can do by your own vendor, or if you want Rahul or maybe Venus or your team member or anyone from the franchise India, if I want to do, I can just give you the design. That is there is an amount design, and after that you can compare. If you think that the price which is given to by me is a less, so we are ready to work. If they say no, Rahul, the price is very high, then you can do by your own vendor. But the brand and the specification and the quality must remain same. We will not change anything. If I say okay, there is a product in LG, so we have to use that product only. Now, after that, there will be a kitchen equipment. So when I said a kitchen equipment, that include a complete kitchen equipment, because it's a restaurant. So without a bar, if someone is using a bar, because in Maharashtra and Goa, as Gaurav sir said, the license is cheap. Without bar, the kitchen cost will be around 25 to 30 lakh rupees. If someone wants to start, then there will be cost will be coming around 70 to 75 lakh rupees. That include the franchisee fees also. So in this way, we have to make a single unit, and as Veena told you, we will also considering about the royalty. So here the thing is that the cost of good is very less. We are just keeping a 33 of is the cost of good, and the royalty is almost a 7%. And if I consider about the other expense, rental, electricity bill, the miscellaneous, and even also the local store marketing, where the franchisee will also involve apart from the brand. So your overall expense will be coming 70% and we have a net margin of 25 to 30%. So that is the reason when someone say my ROI period, the ROI period is always 13 to 16 months. What do you, Venus?
Have we gone through this whole thing, Rahul?
Yes, Venus.
So overall, the investments so depending upon the format would be about 75 lakhs. So let me just pull through the area developer model. It's just a synopsis, but I think it's worth sharing. So Rahul, you want to go through? Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah. So Venus, so we have you can just close this screen. I can just tell you, close this screen. So guys, as a area developer, as Gaurav said, or we wanted 2 area developer first, and that will be some particular territory. We can open a Delhi NCR or maybe a Bangalore. First 2 store will be live, and the guy who taken territory rights, or I can say an area developer, they have to open a 1 cell phone store. The territory price will be vary depending upon the number of store which we are and the potential. Because if I say in Delhi NCR, we can open a 25 store, and the agreement period will be of 10 years. Every 10 years, we have to renewal of an agreement with a franchisee piece of 30% is the renewal piece. And for firstly, we can just work on a Delhi NCR, and the price will be discussed separately, because maybe a price will be very as compared to the city or that state. But there will be
so
overall investment. Venus, please continue.
So we are looking at, Rahul, as we discussed with Gaurav as well, and I think we have discussed with the brand. Every area should have a minimum development opportunity for 20 stores. So because that's what creates a meaningful business for anyone, for all the parties who are in this, right? From the brand to us and to the area developer partner. So so a 20 store opportunity typically, and again, I think there are tier 1 opportunities, there are tier 2 territories, and there are tier 3. Our focus would be actually to start with tier 1. So Delhi NCR, maybe Chandigarh, Punjab, where the product is in a lot of demand and the brand is in a lot of demand, and also South India would be, I think, overall, if either you are a partner or you are a direct a potential partner, the investment would be, let's say, I think I'm giving you a ballpark, let's say about 60 odd lakhs for the area development fees. So this is where you become the master cluster partner for the area, whatever that area is. I think we need to discuss that. In fact, Delhi NCR is a very big area. I can split this into 2 and still do like a 40 store deal. And then you open your 1 store, which would be about 75 odd lakhs. So overall 1.5 crores investment profile you should come with. But that's just one part. That's a minimum part. I think we are looking for someone who bring in their, we want to know your background. We want to know what you want to do with the business, because we only make monies, and brand make monies, and you make monies in this business if there is a development. If there is no development, there is no money. And but that's the minimum performance criteria. We have the ROIs and all that work is done, and we'll share with you once there is a connect. I think Rahul would reach out. You can reach out to Rahul as well. Rahul has given his number in the chat box. I've given my number also. So we'll just have a set of like initial calls and try and see if this is a match. If it is, then we kind of push this through. We don't want you to do this in impulse. Neither we want to do this in impulse. So and that's the point of these sessions. So yes, I think that kind of should give a sense. Rahul, anything to add there?
No, thanks, Venus. And I want to just add before just closing. So guys, this is one of the best brand if you want to just open your restaurant. And before COVID, everyone loved their burger, which is the most important one. Black burger, small burger. I tasted. I went to the Khan market and loved, because I'm a fan. If you eat a McD or other burger, you will stop eating. That is the quality of the product they are delivering. And we will do the same replica in a different part of the country. If you're eating in Delhi, maybe a Bangalore, Kolkata, Mumbai, the taste will remain same, and we will take care of the complete support from the supply, from the marketing, from the training, from the location support. Even we can also customize the menu. Some places, take an example, if yeah, so we can do it because we are Indian, so we have to do all the things and make a success story. If you are taking a territory rice, this is your brand. I can say this is the brand for your future. Just like a brand said, this for their family for a second. I can also say, if you are taking the territory rice, this is for your family. This is for your second or third generation. So this is the beauty of this business. And over to you, Venus, before closing this webinar.
No, I think you said it right. And the brand is there operating under a franchise model, by the way, in 17 countries, over 150 stores. So they have a credentialed experience in working with the partners. And since their experience in India, so that's something which you can be very confident about. There were some questions regarding the liquor license. Rahul, I think you have taken that, right?
Yeah. So when that the liquor license will be the part of franchising, we will support because that is an extra cost. And I have some contact in UP. We can support them, but at the end of the franchisee will do the all the things. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I think I don't see any further questions. So we'll like to conclude the session. Again, thank you to Mr. Gauramaria, Rahul, thank you so much, Sanjeev, and all the people who joined, like who are here right now, who joined earlier, and who will watch this later. Thanks a lot, and look forward. Again, good luck in your journey to acquire a great franchise. And if you're a partner, reach out to us if you have someone where a Barcelos franchise would make sense. So thank you very much and have a great Sunday.
Thank you, guys. Over to you, Sanjeev.
I think we can end the session.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Venus.
Bye-bye.